Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Had a Skype call come in as I was waiting for the live stream to come up. There seems to be a delay when I start my. Again, this is my. Okay. 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 I'm starting this again. I don't. It seems like every possible thing that go wrong is going wrong as I'm learning how to do this with the live streaming, and that's great because I can early knock out these problems. I'm starting this again. It seems like every I'm hearing my voice. Thing that go wrong is going wrong as I'm learning. Just take it as it comes here. Okay, may have to repeat that because I had to change another setting. As I was saying, hope I don't have a problem with the Skype calls and echo. Da da da. All right, so if somebody can help me, with the feedback at times, that'd be good too. So I see sometimes people are watching. So anyway, so what I wanted to say was that's important. Very important. I mentioned at the end to think about value. Value is lower, and we have gotten some acceptance into yesterday's range, but this is a big but. We don't have very much range extension. Value is lower. We're not getting value even overlapping. It's, well, maybe one tick, but this is bad news, Jack, for the longs. Unless some big movers come in and push it on up, I'm looking short, actually. I don't know about this minute, but sometime later today, I can see us taking out the A low. It is on the weekly value area high. We did have a poor high on that gap back here that jumped around. Where'd it go? Right here. And that's likely to be revisited, and I'm thinking probably today. We'll see what happens. Looking for a place to possibly get short. The tempo is very light though right now. I really don't want to sit in a trade and just it only goes 1, 2, 3 ticks either way. There's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of volume right now, but could move in quickly. I suspect that F period is going to continue lower. I may be wrong. It may come down to the E low and they bid it back up and go for some of those highs. And we still got a lot of day left, so we'll see. But another perspective is it is Friday, so it isn't a rule. I mean, we did have a gap open. We came in, we couldn't get back to value really, and the value's lower, and eventually the longs may give up and they just pile on and hitting the bid. So that's what I'm seeing now. I mean, again, the F period might tell us, because what I've noticed a lot lately too is instead of coming 1 tick below E or 1 tick above, they'll match the E low, bid it back up, and we'll see if they run on up. But if not, and again, it's coming into the noon hour, at least Eastern time, it's possible we might begin a slow creep to the downside. Whether at one-time frames or not, yet to be seen, but I'm thinking the odds of it, the odds of us ended up one-time framing up to the high side is going to take some kind of exogenous event, in my opinion. Now, we do have Baker Riggs count at 1 Eastern, and we can see what oil does and that kind of thing. But anyway, I wanted to add that addendum that I'm kind of thinking I've seen this movie before, and usually more from the long side. So we had a gap up, and we came down and built around like this. So if you like flip this screen over, flip the profiles upside down, where if this was up here and couldn't get back to value, well, as they're pushing it down and having trouble with range extension, this may be easier for you to visualize too. Let's say it was up here and the low of the value area was right here, only a couple ticks of range extension in here. You know what? That'd be a no-brainer for me just because that's what's been the, haven't seen it from the short side in a long time. Boom. Makes a little whoop-de-doo to the upside. And I think we could see it to the downside. E was pretty aggressive. Opened, well, one tick up, opened, drove down. And that's where we've been so far. On the 30 minute, excuse me. This is a clear engulfment of this candle here. So, all right, just want to add that in. And if you were watching when I had the hiccups before, I mean, not literally, but in the video, thanks for coming back. I don't even know what happened to this moment. I was getting echo and this and that. So, all right, thanks a lot. If somebody's there, I'd appreciate if you said hello in the chat. Just to know that the one watching isn't me, per se, because I actually have to pull this up on YouTube to look to. Hope you a stranger. Thanks a lot. I may go back to just the old videos ways. Possibly. We'll see. All right, lunchtime for me. Back in a while.